Hey guys, what's up? It's Voodoo here, and welcome to this week's channel update for the week of Monday, May 7th of 2012 through Sunday, May 13th of 2012. And welcome to very likely the, well actually it definitely is the final channel update that you will be seeing from this apartment. It's not the final video you'll see. There will be some videos this week coming up I'll talk about, but it's the final channel update from this apartment. It is the last week of school. I'm in the middle of final exams. I'll be moving out on Friday, and we are moving to a different apartment next semester. So, final update from this apartment already, but on to the channel update today because we have 100 million things to talk about. We have some good news. We have some unfortunately bad news regarding the game that I was intending to start and play over the course of the weekend, and it's unfortunate, but nothing I can do about it. So let's go ahead and jump right in with last week and discuss what happened. So the first thing I did last week was I put up a video, and one of my important videos or special videos discussing a possible, discussing an idea that I had that I wanted to get out there and bounce off of the viewers and see what people thought of this idea, which was basically to create and basically run out of a brand new channel over the course of the summer of 2012 for a variety of reasons that I go into in the video, and I wanted to see what people thought of it. Not overwhelming feedback, but the feedback that I did get basically said that people think it's a good idea, and so that video is still out there if you want to go check it out. I'll put a link to the video in the description of this video so you can head over there and check it out. I would recommend you do and leave me feedback, but I've got a long way to go before I would ever have to make that kind of a decision, at least 2 or 3 months, and I have a lot of time to weigh things out and decide whether or not that's something that I'm going to do. So I'll just keep everyone posted on that and keep thinking about it. So after that, I had intended to, on Wednesday, or actually in my channel update, I had asked people to vote on what game they wanted to see me play on Wednesday, whether it was going to be Skyrim or Bioshock, and after a couple people voted, it was pretty much a tie, and so I said, okay, well, I'll basically just play both, since one of my big exams I found out I don't actually have to take, which was supposed to be today. So I said, okay, I'll do both. I'll do Skyrim on Wednesday and Bioshock over the weekend. Well, unfortunately, on Wednesday, I completely forgot that my roommate and friend was actually having people over, a lot of people over, to actually basically have a party, and he had about 8 or 10 people here to have a party, and of course they were very loud. There was alcohol involved, of course, and so it was quite noisy, and I said, well, I can't do gameplay like this. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and film Skyrim and the whole background people screaming and hollering and all that stuff. So what I did instead was I actually, surprisingly for me, but I actually had a little bit to drink. If you have watched my channel at all or over time, you'll know that I don't drink. I never really drink, and I'm actually pretty openly opposed to underage drinking and that kind of stuff, and pretty outspoken, but I figured, you know, it was basically like the end of the semester. I was just going to be here, not doing anything. I wasn't going to be driving or anything like that. And, you know, I said I've really never drank anything. It's my second year here in school, and I've never really done anything like that. So I said, what the hell? So I had a couple drinks. I didn't get, like, wasted or anything like that, because that's not me. If I do drink, it's only a couple. But I did get a little happy and a little buzzed, and Dave was with me, and so we decided, well, since we can't do Skyrim, what's a game that we can play that who cares if people are screaming in the background or whatever, you know, it's just silly. Why not play Black Ops while we're kind of buzzed on these drinks. And it's funny, like I said, for me, because I don't ever drink. So we did. We sat down. We played some matches of Black Ops. I played. Dave was with me for guest commentary, and it was pretty funny. To the point where, like, at the final few matches, we were like, we adopted a new accent for every match, and we started making fun of all kinds of different cultures and stuff. It's maybe insensitive, but of course it's all in jest. The first people I actually made fun of were basically myself, and a stereotype that people who live in the South and all get. I actually had like a redneck voice on and was making fun of rednecks and stuff. Like, people always think that people who live in Louisiana and all throughout the South and stuff are these horrid rednecks. So the first people I poked fun at was basically a stereotype of myself. So so it was pretty funny. So they are also called back to Black Ops matches like the first set was, but of course they're dated to, I believe it was May 2nd or May 3rd, something like that, whatever last Wednesday was. And they can be found in the Back to Black Ops playlist right after the first few matches from April, or the first 25, that's not a few, the first 25 matches from April. So go check those out, they're pretty funny. Then on, well, unfortunately I never did get to Skyrim or Bioshock. I actually, every time I wanted to sit down and play, I had things to do this weekend. And I hadn't been home in 2 weeks, so my family really wanted my time. So I spent a lot of time with them, and I didn't really have much time to do any gaming. But what I did do on Saturday was I put up a new video on Voodoo Astronomy, which you've seen. I favorited it and put it as the featured video on this channel as well. Basically, Saturday is what they call a supermoon, which is basically when the full moon coincides with the point where the moon is the closest to the Earth. So you get this effect of this really big full moon. So I was doing a video on it, and I noticed some strange things through my telescope when I was looking at the moon. I was seeing these things streaking across the moon. So I decided to do was to film the moon for a little while through the telescope, see if I could capture some of these things. And I captured 4 of them actually going across the moon, which I thought was very strange. And so I made a video about it, basically going through and showing you the different clips that I had gotten of these things passing in front of the moon. Very interesting in my opinion. There was one person who commented, didn't find it so interesting, but what are you going to do? You can't please everybody. That's why it's free and optional entertainment, as John Rambo says. I think it's pretty interesting stuff. If you think it's interesting, then I would highly recommend that you check that out. Over on Voodoo Astronomy, it will be over on that channel called, I believe it's called like Strange Anomaly on the Moon or something like that. Pretty interesting stuff. I still don't know what it was, but it's an interesting video, so check it out. And then I did actually do like a video talking about the supermoon and stuff like that, which I have not put up yet over there, but I will be very soon, because I wanted people to focus on this other video because I thought it was pretty cool. But I will be uploading the normal video that I took of the supermoon over on Voodoo Astronomy as well. So head over to that channel, check that stuff out, and if you like what's over there, please feel free to subscribe over on that channel. So that was on Saturday, and then late Saturday night, I actually did a video showing my collection of Pokemon cards, because recently, for whatever reason, you know, you never really know how these things happen. They just kind of do. You start talking about stuff. Myself and my friends have kind of gotten back into Pokemon, and yes, I know it's nerdy, but this is a video game channel, so it doesn't get a whole lot more nerdy anyway. So I basically went through and showed you my collection of Pokemon cards, and I'm getting back into collecting them, of getting individual cards, and I'd really like to get some booster packs, some old school booster packs, and eventually my goal is to get an old school booster box of 36 packs, which I never had in my life. I never got a box as a kid or anything like that. I'd love to get one now and go through them and continue my collection, because I really enjoy it. I think it's fun to collect things, whether it's Pokemon cards or coins or spoons. People collect spoons. You know, collecting things is just fun. It's a cool collection. It kind of shows who you are, and there's a lot of nostalgia involved with this. It's very nostalgic to go back, look at these old cards, and things like that. So I did a video like that, and funny enough, Brandon actually did a response video right after showing his collection, which I didn't even know that Brandon liked Pokemon, but there was a lot of kids my age who really were into that. So it's pretty cool to have kind of that solidarity with a lot of people. It was like, yeah, we all collected Pokemon cards. So I did that video, so if you're interested in it, be sure to check that out as well. Okay, so that was last week. All the things that happened. Unfortunately, the only gameplay I got out was the Back to Black Ops matches, but they're pretty funny. And I know that you've seen 100 million Black Ops matches, but like I said, it was the only thing that I could do. I wanted to get gameplay out. It's the only thing I could think of that wouldn't be ruined, you know, by people screaming, because it's Black Ops. Who cares? And it was different. It's different than all the other Black Ops matches I've done, obviously, because I had a little to drink and it was pretty funny. So I recommend you go check that out. So this week coming up, like I said, I am in finals right now, final exams, so I will be busy the first few days of this week. I won't be putting up anything. I'll be studying. Now, the first thing to address is the bad news that I talked about with the game I was planning on playing this week, which was Starhawk. It comes out this week, and as I said, my goal was to start playing it on Friday, and I had basically Friday through Tuesday to play Starhawk and try to beat it in time for Max Payne 3, which comes out next week. And that was my goal. Well, as GameFly usually does, or I won't say usually, but as they sometimes do, they screwed me over. And I had the game at the top of my list. It's been there. I actually have 0 games out. I have a 2-game plan. I have no games out right now at all. 0. My spots are both completely empty. And they sent the game out today, just not to me. I checked the email. They did not send me the game. So again, this is not the first time GameFly has done this. There's not one damn thing I can do about it. I mean, I'm getting real tired and real fed up, but it's like I don't have any other options. I don't have the money to go buy the games. I would love to do the thing that Brandon just did. He canceled GameFly and he got a deal with Blockbuster that actually cost less, I think, than GameFly. And you can go to the store, go to the Blockbuster store on release day and pick up a copy of the game and play. That would be amazing. Unfortunately, I don't have a Blockbuster up here in where I go to college. There used to be one. Actually, my freshman year there was a Blockbuster right down the street. It's actually right in front of the GameStop. It's pretty funny, but it closed down. It closed down earlier this year, I think. So it's not there anymore. If it was, because I have a Blockbuster by my house at home, but I don't have one here, and so I spend 9 months out of the year up here, you know. So it's like, I mean, I don't think that there's one anywhere close to me. I might do a search, and if there's one within a reasonable distance, maybe I'll consider switching programs, because I'm getting tired of GameFly. I've been a member for over a year at GameFly, and they still do this stuff to me where they don't send the game, but it's like I don't have any other options right now. If I can find another Blockbuster up here around me, then sure, I'll go ahead and switch to the Blockbuster thing and get games on release day and not have to worry about all this. But if there's not a Blockbuster, I can't do it. So unfortunately, Starhawk hasn't been sent, which means it's not going to be sent this week because they sent out all their copies, which means I can't play Starhawk this weekend. So I know, right when I'm ready to start a new game, finally for the first time in months, there's problems and they don't send me the game. It's like I can't catch a break. But what are you gonna do? There's not much that I can do about it. So instead, I will be doing gameplay. Okay, this weekend. It's my mission, my #1 goal and mission to do gameplay this weekend, and it's probably going to be Skyrim. And gameplay on Friday, because actually Saturday and Sunday I'll be busy both those days. Saturday is actually my birthday, so I'm having friends over doing stuff for my birthday, and then Sunday is Mother's Day. So I'll be busy Saturday and Sunday, but I'll be done school for the summer. I'll be out for the summer. I won't have started working yet. I'm working very diligently on securing a job. I'm like halfway, 75% of the way there, but I don't necessarily have it yet, so I won't be working then. So I'll basically have nothing to do. Friday, I should be able to do something, and Monday and Tuesday of next week, I should be completely free and open to doing gameplay of hopefully, of most likely Skyrim, because I really want to go back and play that game, and so that's probably what will happen in place of Starhawk, and Starhawk will just get pushed. We will be playing Starhawk, but it will be probably at the end of the month, or whenever I can fit it in, really. I'll have Starhawk and Prototype 2 that I need to play. I'll fit them in whenever I can fit them in. So again, I apologize, but there's really nothing that I can do about it. And then my only hope is that next week they send me Max Payne 3, because I really want to play that game, but it's completely in their hands. There's nothing I can do about it. The good news is that I will be home, so if they don't send me Max Payne 3 next week, I can head over to my Blockbuster, because I have one by my house, and rent it from there, and see. So all that, we'll just have to see what happens, but unfortunately no Starhawk this weekend, so look for some other stuff. Also this week, I completely forgot. I just remembered it tonight. I don't know how I forgot, and I haven't been talking about it because I forgot that I was doing it, but Packin for Home. I will be doing another series of Packin for Home. Now, if you don't know what that series is, I started it last year at the end of 2011 when I was packing to go home for winter break, for the break between semesters, where it's basically just like a candid series. It's me packing up for home, packing up my clothes and stuff like that, so it's not very exciting visually, but it's like an open mic kind of thing where I pack and then I sit there and just speak freely about, I kind of recap, talk about what's been going on since the last Packin for Home video, which I'll be doing. This is only the second time I'm doing it. I just talk about things that are going on in my life, things that have happened, things that's going on with the channel, things that are going on with video games, all sorts of things. So I was worried it was going to be pretty boring the first time I did it. It was kind of an experiment, but surprisingly, I got really positive feedback on that. People said that they really enjoyed listening to me speak candidly about a bunch of things, and somebody actually commented on that video I posted about my potential new channel and said, well, you know, you should, he said he'd like to hear more like personal stories and things like that from my life. Here's definitely your opportunity. This is where I'm going to be doing that. So Packin for Home, I will be doing a series that's most likely going to be on Thursday. I can't guarantee that. It's really whenever I have some time, or I really just get the urge and the need to pack up. So probably on Thursday. That's definitely won't be any later because I'm leaving Friday, but it could be a little earlier. So keep an eye out for that. Voodoo's Brew. We will finally be doing an episode of Voodoo's Brew this upcoming weekend. I'd like to do that on Friday because, like I said, Saturday and Sunday I am busy. So hopefully I will be able to talk to Brandon and we'll be able to do it on Friday. This is going to be a jam-packed episode of Voodoo's Brew. We haven't done one in like a month or longer. There's a trillion things that have happened between the last Voodoo's Brew and this episode. All sorts of new games have been announced. That's basically the main thing. There's been a ton of new games that have been announced, such as a new God of War, of course Black Ops 2, which I'm sure we'll talk about in detail, an Elder Scrolls MMO game that's been announced. There's more. There's all sorts of stuff for us to talk about. It's probably going to be a long episode. It's probably going to be jam-packed, and it's not going to be an episode where we have a guest, I don't believe, this time, because Brandon and I have so much to catch up on. But in the future episodes, when we get back on schedule, we probably will be bringing in some more guests and things like that. But I'm excited. So finally a new episode of Voodoo's Brew. Check it out. It's going to be good. We're going to have a lot of content to talk about. We're not going to be rambling on like we do in some of these episodes where nothing happens. We're going to have tons and tons and tons of content. So be sure to check that out at some point this weekend. And the last thing I want to talk about is back to Pokemon. I actually purchased last night, I guess, 9 sealed booster packs from the Jungle series from Pokemon, and they are going to be coming in the mail, and when they get here, I'm actually going to be doing a video of me opening up these packs live on camera and seeing what I get. So be sure to check that out. Now, I don't know if that's going to be this week or next week. I don't know when the packs are coming in. They've been shipped, but they said the estimated arrival date could be anywhere from now till next week sometime. So it really depends when they come in, when I do the video, but I will let everybody know, and then I will be doing a live opening. Well, live, I mean, it'll be recorded, but it'll be live at the moment, opening these sealed jungle booster packs and seeing what I get out of them. I'm very excited. It's going to be really awesome. I'm excited for the nostalgia, and I have my eyes open, constantly scouring for deals and affordable booster boxes. I'm very diligent. I'm searching all the time, and really there's a ton of booster boxes that I would love to open. I mean, base set obviously, but those are very expensive. Fossil and Jungle are probably the more likely candidates because they're on the cheaper end. Team Rocket, I would love to open a booster of that. And then really any of the Neo series, Neo Genesis, Neo Discovery, Revelations, Destiny. I never collected the Neo cards, and I really, really want to, so I would love to get any of those boxes. So any of those, I'm always keeping an eye out, and I will eventually get one. I will get one. It's just a matter of finding the right box at the right price at the right time. And I'm constantly looking, and if and when I do get a box, I will be doing videos of opening those as well. So I know it's a long update. I tried to make it as short as I could, but we had 100 things to talk about. And the last thing I want to say, for all of that stuff where I'm always like, I'll let you know, I'm not sure what day, be sure to follow me on Twitter, @Voodoo51292. I use it strictly to talk about the channel. Very, very rarely do I ever post anything personal up on there. I have over 110 tweets, and I've maybe only put maybe 5 or 6 personal tweets up in the whole 112. Usually I just post up what's going on the channel, what videos are going to be going up, when things happen, you know, when Voodoo's Brew is going to happen, when the Packin for Home is coming up, what game I'm going to be playing this weekend, when it's going to be coming up, if the jungle packs arrive, all that kind of stuff. You can stay in the know, up to date, over there on Twitter @Voodoo51292. You don't even have to join Twitter to read the tweets. All you have to do is go to the page and you can read my tweets. You don't have to be a member of Twitter to do that, but if you are a member, please go over there and follow me. I'll put a link to my Twitter in the description of this video. You can also find it on my main channel page. Just to the right of my featured video, there is a link section there, and you can find a link to my Twitter there and also my Playfire account. So be sure to follow me over there. I will be tweeting up all week long, updating you on all of these different things that are kind of in flux and up in the air right now. Okay? So thanks guys for sticking in for this long update. I will see you later this week for a bunch of different things, and hopefully you will enjoy it. I do apologize again for no Starhawk, but you know, that's such is life, and we'll see what we can do. Okay? So thanks guys, and I will see you later this week.